Tonight we have an update on a story you saw only on Fox 45. The Central State Board of Trustees approved $415,000 to rebuild the university president's on-campus house.
School officials say it's in desperate need of repairs, but is that money well spent? Tonight, Annette Peckler takes us for an exclusive look inside, showing where all that money is going to go.
The Wilhelmina S. Robinson House was first built in 1978 and hasn't been updated since. Today, I did a walkthrough of the home with the facilities director, and you can notice the structural and water damage.
There's water damage, there's mold, there are problems with the roof.
Today, Gail Barge, director of Central State University Public Relations, granted our cameras special access to the home the board approved $415,000 to rebuild.
This house isn't going to cost the citizens anything. It's going to be totally funded through private donations.
Donations that are coming from the Central State Foundation. That fund holds a $3.2 million endowment. We spoke to two donors today via phone, and they told me they trust the board's decision.
The home has several deferred items, such as the wiring needs to be rewired, the heating and air conditioning will need to be replaced, the piping, mostly the infrastructural things will need to be done.
Just last summer, former President John Garland was living in the home, and today when I spoke to the Board of Trustees chair, he said plans to rebuild were already in place well before the new president took office. When the news of the project broke on campus, many students felt $415,000 was way too much money. The students planned a protest to voice their concerns, but the dean of students intervened, and the students instead held a meeting.
Out front, it was very brief, lasted less than 10 minutes, and she walked out of there in the middle of questioning him.
Today, the president met with several students about their concerns with the funds used to rehab this home, and tomorrow, the Board of Trustees have agreed to meet with students as well. In Wilberforce, Annette Peckler, Fox 45 News.
The board chair tells Fox 45 that the ultimate goal of the rebuild is to attract donors to the university. He says that once the project is complete, the university will use the home to launch a year-long fundraising campaign.
We figured you'd like to know what $415,000 will buy you in this real estate market. So today we checked online listings and found for less than $415 grand, you can snap up this home in Beaver Creek. Or how about this one in Bellbrook, also listed for less than CSU's remodeling project. Now, in fairness, we also found that rightly or wrongly, it's not uncommon for universities to spend a ton of money on fixer-uppers, especially historic homes. In the last 10 years, the California State University system has paid more than $2 million, but that was to renovate 8 of its presidents' homes. And before that, Rutgers' new president moved in. The New Jersey school spent not $415,000, but rather $90,000 to spruce up that home.